Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at the subject of healthy, wealthy, and wise. How we're going to put those together in a sentence going forwards and a sentence going backwards. And in the end, we'll do a circular kind of reasoning what it means to be healthy, wealthy, and wise in today's society. Now, the first thing I'd like to talk about is just the confusion out there. There's still a lot of really big confusion and people not sure of where things are going financially, with supply chains, where things are going with viruses, although the virus is looking like we're starting to beat it down. But the one thing we don't want to see is we don't want to see this alpha wave that went down, and then we saw a delta wave, and now we're coming down the other side of the delta, and we are just hoping against hope that there's not going to be a third or a fourth wave. And if there is, we'll deal with it when the time comes. In the meantime, you can deal with what you can deal with now. And the most important thing that you can deal with now is turning around negative energy. There is so much negative energy out there. And the best thing you can do is to stay away from it, or at least give yourself a break from it. Last night I watched the Laura Ingraham show, and she used the concept of fear, I think it was 17 times in about a 10-minute span. She also derogatorily kind of called out people by a name like idiot or stupid or things like that. She used to, degrade people. There was about 22 times in which that happens. So there's a whole lot of confusion causing a whole lot of fear, and there's a whole lot of people profiting off of it by going out and spreading the fear, stoking the fear, bringing up the negativity to really high levels with name calling, and all of that stuff is causing everybody to kind of lose it a little bit. And it's just not the right that's doing it, it's also the left that's doing it. The left is doing it in their own ways. The left is doing it in the way of basically, how are we going to pay for this? Where is this all going to come down from? How is this all happening such that everybody gets a fair shake? Well, it's not designed that way. We're not designed to get a fair shake. We, the people probably watching this, are designed to work, live our lives, and then die quietly. Hence the idea that you work the best years of your life, and then you retire, and you're probably too old to really go out and enjoy life. So do yourself a favor. Today is one of those days where you might want to just talk to people and then go meditate. Go someplace quiet. It's going to be a really great week to turn negative energies around by not reacting more negatively. And that's the most important thing I can tell you about this week's reading coming up. This week's reading talks about a whole lot of mental chaos, a whole lot of mental disturbances. It's also talking about if you want to do the best things you can, and that is to stay focused and grounded, is to not engage in arguments that won't take you anyplace. Engage in the idea of not who's right and who's wrong, but discuss the idea of what is right and how is this right. You'll go a lot farther. Try also not to get upset. The guy that doesn't get upset is going to be the guy that wins the argument. And right now, we've got a lot of media companies looking to get you upset, whether it's the left with MSNBC or the right with Fox News, Instagram, Facebook. They all have algorithms designed to keep people clashing. Don't buy into it. Don't do it. Don't be their money-making, tool, so that some rich fat cat in Silicon Valley gets to have 6 different houses while most people are struggling just to pay the rent in one. This is a week in which, if you're going to stay quiet, which I suggest you do, I suggest you meditate. Go to peaceful places, tranquil places. Talk to friends about what you can do to make things better, not worse. Don't talk about how things are getting worse. If somebody hits you with, oh, this is bad and that is bad, hit them right back with, okay, well, what can we do to make it better? Let's see what they say. And if they start blaming the other side or this, that, or the other thing, it's just, don't buy into it. The left says it's the billionaires, the right says it's the government. I'm saying, like the meme says, I think it's the billionaires that are basically controlling the government that are making things a little bit screwy. And people are starting to wake up to that. People are starting to finally wake up that we can create whatever we want to. So take some time, go get a massage, go to the spa, relax, go to a forest, go to the beach. Find some places where you can just sit down, read a book, have a glass of wine, have some bread and cheese, and just relax. Let your energy come down, because the energy outside is going to be going all over the place. And as that happens, you don't want to be caught in the storm. You want to be the eye of the storm. You want to be the calm. You want to be centered. You want to feel good about yourself. And the best way to do that is to not get in arguments with idiots. Okay. I hope you have a fantastic week. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. And thank you for taking this time on a Sunday morning.